Welcome to our channel. We're Abigail and Jean, or Abby and Jay for short, and we recently completed an epic bucket list journey from DC to San Francisco. In day 2 of the trip, we see some ever-changing landscapes, we take some wrong turns.
The road split there and it said nothing.
Prepare to turn left onto I-65 southbound.
We may have made some bad decisions,
I think the I-wing might be special.
and we have a Barney or two.
Abigail drives me nuts.
We're having little car squabbles. The wife is always right.
I clearly failed to read Abigail's mind.
Join us in this series as we explore this incredible country. And be sure to stick around to the end where we share all the route facts, including distance, duration, gas, and accommodation costs.
Good morning.
Back on the road.
We arrived last night at this lovely motel, our first motel experience.
What is it? Night's Inn.
Night's Inn. It wasn't the best night's sleep.
That mattress was a bit wobbly.
And for a motel experience, it was kind of the rough around the edges experience you would expect.
Does need a new coat of paint.
Yes, and a bit of maintenance. And after a lovely walk around the Capitol building, we stopped in at the Cracker Barrel.
It's the first time we've been into a Cracker Barrel.
We've seen them all along the route, and we've wondered what they're like and why they're so popular. Now we know. It's very cute. And then we popped into the grocery store to get some dinner, and we had a fairly early night.
You still did some editing.
I did.
So first stop, I don't think it's very far,
It's 160 miles.
to Lexington, Kentucky.
Fortunately, we've started the day early, so it shouldn't be too long before we're there.
It's Abigail early, let's put it that
It's
way.
very early. It's not even 7:30. That's very early.
That's Abigail early.
In half a mile, keep left and
We hit the road, braved the traffic, faced some fog, and eventually welcomed our arrival in the next state.
Welcome to Kentucky!
On our way to Lexington, Kentucky. That just sounds so American.
After several hours on the road, we veered off into one of the signposted rest areas.
So we've just stopped at a rest stop, which is a very nice rest stop, right on the highway, so that we can peel our little snacky poo or stretch our legs. And they seem very well equipped. They've got, seems to have bathrooms and then lots of picnic tables. And it's actually very pleasant. And we are apparently driving through, what was it? Daniel Boone National Forest. We've got about an hour or so before we get to Lexington, and then we will have a nice coffee.
Coffee in Lexington, not bourbon. Unfortunately, be coffee.
Too early for bourbon, but you never know.
After a few more hours on the road, we finally made it to Lexington, Kentucky. On a search for coffee, we wound our way through the neighborhoods leading into the city.
turn left on East 6th Street.
We're gonna sit here.
Much to our delight, this was a funky find with great coffee, the perfect recipe for a break on a long road trip. caffeine fix thoroughly enjoyed, we hopped back in the car to have a quick drive through Lexington City. With a lot of mileage to cover, we decided on just the one quick stop before carrying on through the other side of the city. With the busy streets and buildings turned into farmlands and horse stables. And obviously, your average fairy tale castle.
Reach your destination.
We've left Lexington now.
It's quite a cool little place.
Very cute. Had a drive-by look at the Mary Todd houses of significance.
One was a very quick flyby.
Yes, very quick. And now we're on our way to Louisville, which is where we are staying tonight, so we're going to be exploring there.
The photos of it look nice, at least
Yes.
the evening photos.
But we're taking a little scenic route through the countryside, and we happen to pass this castle right behind us. Bit of a random thing. It's a hotel and events venue, by the seams of it.
I'm sure it's very popular.
Yeah, I'm sure
It's
it
quirky
is.
and-
Yes. Kentuckians are obviously very well known for the Kentucky Derby, and hence all the horse stables and grazing. There's all stables all over there. And all
Quite a
that.
bit, quite a bit of history.
Very lovely
Wall art.
countryside. It's very picturesque. For some reason, we didn't have internet signal while we were here, and had we done so, we probably would have ventured into the hotel, given that there's a restaurant that did in fact cater for vegans. But instead, we carried on through the quaint historic town of Versailles, with its lovely themed wall art and old-looking architecture. Always a firm favourite with us. With the end of the day's travel in sight, we were eager to arrive at our final stop for the day, so that we could get out the car, have a lunch, stretch our legs, and do some proper sightseeing. I did begin to notice myself becoming more nervous the closer we got to a big city, having grown quite used to the quieter country roads with open space and fewer cars. I could feel myself getting more anxious as we navigated the streets of an unknown city with a lot more cars and much quicker thinking needed. This was an impressively long bridge, and with the excitement of the upcoming state line crossing,
Almost there, almost there.
Big state in Indiana.
this is where I lost the plot a little bit.
That road split there and it said nothing.
Prepare to turn left in half a mile.
Yeah, I think we were meant to be there. Would have been useful to speak up.
Yes, the red is oh, that doesn't look so good.
Recalculation.
And then
In 150 feet, turn left onto I-65 southbound.
red light. Sorry. I'm sorry, it was a mistake.
After a few missed turns and near misses, we did eventually make it to our hotel, which left us wondering whether we had made the right call. Truth be told, we sat in the car outside for about 15 minutes debating whether or not to cancel our booking and find somewhere else. But eventually we decided to stick it out. The room was clean and tidy and all you needed for a night stay.
That's pretty standard.
After unpacking, having a snack in the room, checking out Google Maps for some walking trails, we headed out on foot. Less than a mile away from the hotel, we discovered the Falls of Ohio State Park, and we began to feel a bit better about our decision to stay.
We're going to talk.
Abigail drives me nuts.
We're having little car squabbles.
Whose fault was this one?
The wife is always right. You know this to be true. Happy wife.
Happy life.
Indeed.
Yes, it was all my fault. I clearly failed to read Abigail's mind. How bad of me.
Well, apology accepted. Oh, there's a statue.
I read your mind that it would have been accepted.
We got into our hotel.
It said Radisson, but it doesn't say. It used to say Radisson Blue and Radisson, doesn't it? And so we assumed it just be a bit more upper class.
It isn't. The room's not bad. The rest of the hotel is very shabby. But it'll do. It's just one night. Serves a purpose. And stopping here, we were debating whether to stop here or not, or whether to push on through, but we decided that it would be good to just have some time to stretch our legs and to relax a bit, and I was getting a bit tired within the drive. And so here we are taking a walk out in the sunshine. We are walking along the Ohio River, and there's some falls over there. It looks like a damn wall. And there's a statue. Are those trails going in a whole other direction? So I think we mentioned we're on the Indiana side of the Ohio River. We have found this, what looks so far to be a very nice trail to get some steps in. We have been sitting for many hours for the last 2 days. And then we're going to wait for the light to get better so that we can go back. And we're going to head on over back into Kentucky and see some of Louisville.
The sun is a bit lower in the sky and the colors are a bit better.
So in the meantime, this looks like a long trail. Oh, there's a train somewhere. Is that a horse? Is that a real horse? No, it's not.
It was so lovely to be out on this trail in the sunshine on a gorgeous day.
Is it a beaver? You can even see it. It's a beaver. Okay, so that is a statue dedicated to Lewis and Clark, who apparently met here at the Ohio Falls. They received presidential instruction from Thomas Jefferson to head out west and discover the other side of America. And they did that in 1803. And 3 years later, they were back here at Ohio Falls. So now we know. We're basically following their footsteps.
Yeah.
Almost, kind of, sort of, probably a lot more comfortably.
Definitely a lot.
A much better playlist, I can guarantee that.
Energized and inspired by our surroundings, we headed back to the hotel, said hi to some new friends, and made a rash decision.
We've decided we're going for a run.
Here we go.
After our little walk, it's time for a little run. Okay. What's that noise? Must do. So previously, obviously, we could go through there. If you want to just carry on a trail then.
So we just go back
On the trail.
With our intended route blocked by roadworks, we had no choice but to retrace our steps on the trail we found earlier.
to the middle and back.
Okay.
Not too bad. That was a 8-minute 42 mile.
Well, that was nearly 10 kilometers, 9.4 kilometers.
Plus our earlier walk of another mile. So
But the plan was only to do 8Ks,
5 miles. 5 miles.
5 miles, and we ended up doing more.
Well, that was great. We were just reflecting on how much easier it is without all the DC humidity.
Yeah, the air here is so much easier to breathe and get into your lungs and light on your body. It doesn't feel like there's weight. Crazy.
That was good.
Yeah, glad we did that.
Oh yeah.
And now we're going to go shower and get in the car and go and explore a little bit of the Kentucky side of Louisville.
Louisville.
Let's go. Whoa. Now that's a big baseball bat. Biggest baseball in the world. That is a big baseball bat and the Hall of Fame of famous baseball players. It is 8 o'clock in the evening right now, so everything is closed and the sun is still up. This is apparently Whiskey Row and they do whiskey walking tours. I'm sure it becomes a whiskey stumbling tour at some point. Oh, look at this whiskey.
Fantastic.
Wow, fancy. That's not a great perspective. Very distinctive city here.
This stretch of the city has a distinct historic and artistic feel in the architecture. There are plenty of statues, galleries, artworks, and fancy hotels and restaurants.
So this is the home city of Muhammad Ali, so he features a lot apparently.
Such a lovely temperature.
It's a lovely evening.
Kentucky's love of all things equestrian was very evident in our short walk.
Well, and there's lots of art and design. Ooh, oh, that's cool. Ooh, that's awesome. Ooh. Oh, it's making me go squint.
The old Fuji doesn't want to focus.
No, of course. Well, my eyes can't even focus on that, Sean. I can't blame your camera.
Channeling our inner children, we spent a couple of moments fascinated by the parabolic mirror. Moving on.
Don't know if you can see the fireflies.
As the light began to fade, we hopped in the car and headed along the riverbank.
Okay, so we're about to go onto this very colourful pedestrian bridge, which is, I think, called the Four Bridge or something, but...
Fear of heights, fear of heights. I am man enough to own up to my fear of heights. I'm going to go up there, but I reserve the right to turn around.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, this is going to be a long walk. It's going to be a long walk. And it is 20 to 10. We haven't yet had dinner. See, I told you we should have brought our food with.
By the Mozzies.
Yeah, the Mozzies are out. They have found John. Oh, they're hitting my face too. Okay, this is going to be quite a walk.
I don't know why you're walking at
Yeah,
such
no,
a
I
pace.
don't know either. Hey. It's such a lovely waterfront down there. People are skating and enjoying the summer evening, well, spring evening. I'm now getting Singapore vibes. We can't really see here now, and we'll have to check this in the morning, but it looks like there might be a giant whiskey bottle over there. You can see it.
I have forgotten all about my fear of heights.
Well, you're right in the middle.
I can feel it starting to build.
Okay, well, we don't have to go all the way.
And then we were met with an unexpected surprise.
It's so nice seeing it over the city as well. How fortunate are we?
Fantastic.
Our timing and placing is just perfect. We couldn't have asked for a better spot, really.
And we couldn't have asked for a better way to end off our second day of our epic American cross-country road trip.
Amazing.
Thanks for watching, and see you in the following video for the next leg of this epic American road trip.